You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, let's talk about Micah Parsons. As we know, Micah Parsons put in an official trade request with the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones come out and was like, nothing to see here. Please move along. And I do believe Micah ends up staying with the Cowboys. We got to remember, Myles Garrett played the same card with the Cleveland Browns, and he ultimately re-signed with the Browns. Oddly enough, one of his ransom demands was, I want a good situation at quarterback. And it's like, there's 4 quarterbacks. Is that a good quarterback situation? Inquiring minds want to know. That's the Cleveland situation. Now you got Dallas. I don't think Micah gets traded. I cannot imagine that Jerry Jones, under the circumstances, would move on from a guy that's got 52.5 sacks in his first 4 seasons. But it did make me think of another guy right off the bat that started out somewhat similar, and I'm talking about Khil Mack. He did get traded. Remember, Gruden come in, if I remember correctly, and traded him to the Bears. And he had 12.5 sacks that first year with the Bears, but his first 4 years, Khil ended up having 40.5 sacks, but 2 All-Pros and 3 Pro Bowls when he was still with the Oakland Raiders at the time. So it's some similarity. I'm going to tell you what's wild, though. How about a career year from Khil Mack year before last? 32 years old, had 17 sacks. Good God. That is bananas. But this tells you, I keep saying, edge rushers, they got a little, they can play into the, into that near 30 kind of range and still be productive. That's why TJ Watt went ahead and got paid. That's why Micah Parsons got paid. They got, I would say, 3 good years minimum left in them. Now, good years can be objective. So I think ultimately the Cowboys end up keeping Micah. But now we got this interesting situation because an interview that Micah gave when he was on with CBS Sports, Bryant McFadden. Now we know that Micah is from Pennsylvania. And last time I checked, the Steelers are from Pennsylvania. Now, I have not looked at the cap situations. And I can tell you right now, Vegas, we'll get to this in a minute. Vegas doesn't have the Steelers among the possibilities for Micah's next team. All right? I'm still dumbfounded that the Eagles are as high as they are right now. I understand the same relation to the state, but an in-division rival? Can you imagine, Cowboy fans, if they traded Micah Parsons to the damn Philadelphia Eagles? Jerry might get run out of time. Nico Harrison could actually show his face in Dallas again, because they might actually officially be a worse trade in the history of Dallas. Let's listen to this right here.
Hey, what about this logo? This ain't a bad logo, Mike.
Steelers?
Yeah, that ain't bad, right?
Nah,
you rock with the Steelers?
Yeah, I do.
I can see you in the Steelers uniform,
I said if I
too.
ever returned home, it was going to Pittsburgh.
It's Mr. Rooney.
Like I mess with Mike Tomlin the wrong way.
If he ever returned, we got a spot. We love.
Okay. If I ever return home, it'd be with the Steelers. I F's with Mike Tomlin. All right. I mean, is it that serious? But look, not to get Steelers fans' hopes up, but imagine a TJ Watt, Micah Parsons situation. Would that would be the most dangerous edge duo since what? The Colts? Dwight Freeney and Robert Mathis probably? And let's be honest, I think both of these guys are better. I think TJ Watt and Micah Parsons are better than those two guys. Oh, Interesting. That is interesting. So, NFLcom put out the teams that they think would be in the mix. The Bills, the Panthers, the Bears. A lot of people brought up the Bears. Of course, the Bears traded for Khil Mack back in the day. Cleveland Browns. What? I don't understand that one. The Las Vegas Raiders is getting some play. So is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Bucks make sense. Raiders make sense. Browns make no sense. Bears make some sense. Panthers, well, they could use talent, period. So they make sense. Buffalo Bills make an enormous amount of sense. They've got to get past who in Buffalo? Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes. So you put a big dog out there, chasing them dudes around the yard. That's interesting. So here's the Vegas list, DraftKings. This is from Jets X Factor because the Jets made this list. The Steelers are actually nowhere to be seen on this list. Now, I don't know if you can go to their website and find a longer list. This is the CBS part of this. Nope. So DraftKings they have the Jets at plus 2,500. Dallas Cowboys is the favorite here. All right, to stay with the Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys minus 300. Eagles plus 1,000. Tied for second. Patriots make sense. Plus 1,000. Chargers plus 1,500. Cardinals plus 1,600. Niners plus 1,600. Nick Bosa and Micah Parsons. Damn. How about Verse and Parsons plus 1,800? They got the Raiders way down here. And I kind of wonder if that's a little too low. Max Crosby and Micah Parsons. Whew. And of course, right now, Micah is ranked number 6. Jared Verse is number 7. Khil Mack's number 5. There's Bosa at number 4. Watt at number 3. What? It's kind of interesting the Lions aren't on here anywhere. That's pretty wild. By the way, the Redskins, Von Miller, people think he might be washed up. He was number 11 in the entire NFL. That's a lot of dudes on this list. That's 150. That's 100+ list deep on edge rushers. And Von Miller was still number 11. Wow. I'm telling you, and he's 36 or 37 years old, I think, now. Interesting. I mean, look, it's clear the Steelers are going for it, but I don't know what their cap situation looks like. In other words, I'm not saying they're going after Micah Parsons. It's clear the Steelers think they have something, all right, with Rodgers and Metcalf and T.J. Watt coming. I think Mike Tomlin believes they've got, I don't know if I want to say a contender, but at least a team that can win a playoff game, which he badly needs, and Rodgers needs, frankly. That would be a hell of a duo up there in Pittsburgh, no doubt about it. There's already rumblings of Rodgers coming back and playing for the Steelers next year. Don't shoot the messenger. I knew that was coming. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.